Hey Sagis, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. I don't know what to do about the position of the light. There's really not much for me to do. Okay, Sagis, sorry. You have the vessel, the mirror, the shadow, the prayer, Alithia, and the ocean. Sagis, you know, in your last read, we were talking about, like revisiting communities, groups of friends, like situations that you had been kind of like deeply, like you were in deep before, and then you kind of got out for a while and reconnected with yourself, and then like reconnected with this group that you were in deep with. Um, that could be an employer, that could be old friends, family, take it how it resonates. But I think really, seeing how it is that you were limited, understanding why it was that you had aligned with them in the first place, and how it had a lot more to do with the fact that they looked up to you than it did with the fact that you admired, like them as individuals or as people, not to say that they're awful, terrible people, but, just like people who drag you down, people who are really petty, like low level energy type of people, they're a dime a dozen. But and understanding that when you pulled away and really kind of reconnecting with people who were more aligned with you, understanding the importance and the significance of continuing to elevate the company that you keep, lest you cap out at that company, right? And I think having a better awareness of what it is exactly that you're wanting, like say it's community, like I want a strong community, but do you just accept any community, or do you have boundaries? Do you have stipulations? And the first thing people want to throw at you is like, oh, you're just being snobby, or you're being exclusive, or you're being this, and this, because it's always your fault, right? When other people have to be held accountable, they don't want to be held accountable, so they put it on you as your character flaw. At no point in time will you honoring yourself and having boundaries be a character flaw. And fuck anybody who tells you that it is, because wow, that's telling of their character, right? And you don't want to be around people who throw you out of balance, and you don't want to be around people who you can't be your most authentic self with. Okay, Cappy. I mean, Sagis. Sagis. Yeah, I feel like this is just confirmation of everything that I just said, but it's just this idea of like seeing the lack a lot differently, seeing the battles a lot differently, like it looks a lot different when you're comfortable with holding boundaries. It looks a lot different when you're comfortable with not wanting to surround yourself with people who aren't willing to hold themselves accountable, right? Like all of a sudden you don't feel like the bad guy anymore, because you weren't the bad guy in the first place. And you're meant for so much more, right? You are meant for your own greatness, however that plays out for you. Okay. Oh, wait, not this one yet. Sorry. Sagis. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a fun Halloween. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Two of Wands. New beginnings. You worked on yourself. You focused on what you wanted to do, and you're ready for like a new sense of partnership, a new sense of community. You're ready for that next thing, whatever that next thing is. But it feels like it's a lot lighter. There's a lot less emotional weight involved with it. Pentacles and the Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, you've worked on yourself. And I feel like even though you might feel like you aren't, where you want to be, like there might be just this okay, like I know that I'm meant for more, and I know that I need to be, like firm to my boundaries, and I need to not carry guilt and shame for holding my boundaries and wanting to surround myself with people who desire to move towards things in the same way that I do, like I don't know, I think of this one friend that I had, and we were friends forever and ever and ever, and love him very much. But, I had my kids half the time. And so I had my own life. And then, when I didn't have the kids, then I would go and hang out with him. And so we weren't, it wasn't like everyday type of friends, but he would hang out with people who were just, they were dirty, and they were addicts, and they were foul and uninteresting, and because I didn't want to surround myself with those people, he would accuse me of being elitist, and being a snob. And I'm like, dude, you don't even like, you just want those people to approve of you because you want to be able to prove that you're just as normal as everybody else because of your own insecurities. Like that's not me being elitist, but I feel like that's kind of what has been like put at your door, like, well, if you do that, then you're going to be snobby, and you're going to think you're better than everybody. Well, like tough titties, yo. If that's what they, like if that's what they want to think, then let them think that. You can't carry that around and as like a hindrance that weighs you down and slows you down when it's not even real. It's just projections of people who don't want to improve. Not your problem. Legit. The nectar, yes, because what it is that you're moving towards is something that is like life-giving, right? It sustains you, it feeds you, it excites you. It's something that you actually desire. It's not something that like just drags you down and exhausts you and makes you feel like, oh wow, like is that the conversation that we're having right now? Is this what you guys care about? Okay, cool. I'm gonna bounce. Right? And that's okay. You're allowed to do that. I applaud you for it, in fact. All right, Saggies. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.